Before we had VisiLean, what would be is that somebody would make a plan. And that plan would be in somebody's either head or somebody's drawer or somebody's wall. Everybody knew what he or she would do himself or herself, but nobody could say on the overall picture what's going to happen and where the interfaces would be with each other. You would have the sticky notes on the wall, and all those activities would have constraints, but those constraints would be in an Excel sheet. So then at that time we would have a guy running around from sticky note to sticky note to understand what impact those different constraint had with those activities. With VisiLean, we have been able to do that. We're able to highlight and showcase where are the interfaces and the dependencies in between the different parties. Now able to say, okay, this activity has this constraint, and if this constraint is not solved within that date, this activity will move. And now it's much easier to visualize it, and it gives more ownership to people to solve their constraints before it becomes critical.
With VisiLean, we are able to get the right information to people at the right time. We want to connect as many of the information types as possible to the plan that we have through VisiLean. And when people out in the projects are planning, they will then get access to health and safety information, the plan on how to follow their processes, and also what else is happening on site at any given time.
With VisiLean, we gather all the input from the production leader or team leaders from the job site, and they can report the progress, either stoppages, some constraints, anything that happened in the job site.
With VisiLean, we have now the possibility to also change the language. On projects where we see many different nationalities, we have the possibility to change the languages into 9 different languages.
They report progress with pictures, they can attach documents, checklists, so that's shared with everybody around the project that have access to VisiLean. Managers, safety responsible, that's a good transparency tool. Yeah, the reason for variance help us to focus on the areas that are repeatedly the problem, not to achieve the plan.
And after implementation, we experienced increased transparency and improved collaboration. We also saw that the decision-making process was very much accelerated.
And I think the biggest change for me is that we have gotten all the subcontractors into one system. Before we have been using, like, let's say, one planning system with one subcontractor and the other planning system with the other subcontractor. But now we have actually one interface meeting where we update VisiLean, so every subcontractor knows when I'm taking 2 days longer, the other one is delayed by this much automatically. And this has really helped us to work better together and incorporate all the trades into one planning system.
So using VisiLean to connect all of these things together, that is our overall high-level strategy.
VisiLean has a very professional team, very strong team, very professional team, and very customer oriented. The support from VisiLean, I would say, is 5-star, if not more.
The processes that VisiLean supports are suitable for all construction sectors. So at the moment we are working from airports, on tunnels, on bridges, a lot of infrastructure projects like even trains and roads, but also on different types of building projects.